Hey everyone, this is Hilario from Sense. Happy New Year. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, and the reason why is that we've been working on what we consider a very exciting new release. We hope that you agree, so let's jump right into it. So here in my Sense app, I've just received a notification that a new device was discovered. So in this case, I have a new pop-up notification in the app. It tells me that Heat 8 was discovered. Now in the past, maybe this was actually a moment of slight frustration for some of you, because what is this Heat device that Sense found in my home? In the past, it took a little bit of work to try to figure out what this was, hunting down some clues. But what you'll notice right off the bat here is that it now has this list of possibilities for me. So Sense is telling me other Sense users name similar devices as, and it has a few options here: toaster, coffee maker, kettle. So right off the bat, I have some clues as to what this might be. So let me go and check it out. So here I'm looking at Heat 8 in my Sense app. Now, if I scroll down, I have some more details about what we call this community names feature. Now, the really exciting thing here is that this is a crowd-based feature that now that we've had a little more than 2 years of data being collected from users like yourselves, and renaming that people have done, and the hunting down of these devices in your homes, we've actually can now drive this new feature where, based on what other users are naming a similar looking device to us, we can show you that list. And accompanied with the list is these percentage scores. And it's meant to be as generally informative, again, set of clues as to what this might be. So looks like to roughly 50% of other Sense users with a similar device, they found out this was their toaster. 14% of users, coffee maker. 6% kettle, and so on. Diminishing sort of percentage scores there. And it could be any of these, and obviously the ones at the top have a greater chance of being the right ones. But point being that now, as soon as you get this new device discovered in the app, you have a great starting set of possibilities of what it might be, making it much easier to identify it. So let's say here that I either find out that it is my toaster, so I can just quickly tap that, or maybe I actually just want to mark it as a toaster for now, but I'm actually going to mark this as a guest for now, and let's go ahead and name it. So because I marked it as a guest, there's a question mark, and I will hit save, and now my Heat 8 is called toaster. And I can then confirm that it is my toaster, maybe by going over to the toaster, toasting some bread, and I can see if that bubble pops up in the app. Now, this is the case not only for these Heat devices and motors and what we used to call mystery devices, but even for something like my dryer. Let's say I go into it, and I have the names here, the community names for the dryer as well. Now, for the dryer, Sense was fairly confident that it was a dryer, and it named the dryer automatically. And that's because if we look at the percentage scores, 97% chance that it is a dryer. Now, there's a 3% window there that you might think, okay, maybe it's not a dryer, and you can see what other Sense users renamed it. So, 1% of users called it washer, 1% called it pump, 1% called it furnace. And that's sort of by nature how the device detection algorithms work, that sometimes we are very confident, sometimes we're less confident, but again, this crowdsourcing of users renaming devices as they find it in their homes is what can drive this. And the more that people rename these devices, the better this is going to get. So again, this is really exciting, and for really the first time, this is a major new feature that's driven by this user data that we're collecting and the renaming action. So renaming is critically important to make all of this better, make it better for the whole community. So we encourage you to use this, rename devices, and again, hopefully you'll have much better luck identifying some of these more mysterious devices in your home. So what you may also have noticed is some new design look and feel in the app. So here in device details for the dryer, we sort of have this new card-based display. You can scroll down and see how it's a little bit different. What you may also notice is that our notifications and settings have been combined on the top right of the screen. So let me tap on that. And here we now have these two tabs for details and manage. details looks much like it did before in terms of what you can edit for the device. If you're curious, when you go in here, you can also see the community names that we showed before in the card. It's also easily accessible once you're editing the device. And then if I go into manage, this is where notification options now exist. You can still create your custom notifications like you could before for any device. And you'll also notice that we've moved some of the options that used to be at the very bottom of device details into this screen. So merging device, unmerging device, reporting a problem. These are all now located under this device settings category. And one other thing I'll show you is for the device list. This also looks new. It's a much cleaner design. The way we display if the device is on and off and what the wattage is looks much nicer. And one convenient thing that we've done is you've been able to label location for devices, right? So for example, here, fridge is in my kitchen. Looks like my fridge just turned on there. Garage door in the garage, obviously. So these this location field that you edit now shows up in many more places throughout the app to make it a little bit easier, more convenient for you to make use of that data. So that's especially handy when you have multiple of something. If you have 2 fridges in your home, one might be in the kitchen, maybe one is in the basement. We're making better use of that information that you're providing. There's a lot of other UI updates in this release. I won't go over all of it. You can explore and find them, and hopefully you like what you see. That's it. As always, please let us know what you think. You can go to our forums at community.sense.com. Hope you enjoy this one. See ya.